Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebook, please install GKToday Academy. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The name of channel is GKToday YouTube and all the test related questions are posted on this Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. Now let's start. Which aircraft carrier launched freight services to assist shrimp farmers? So freight services means goods, that means items that are transported in bulk. So recently Spicexpress launched freight services from Chennai to Visakhapatnam. Spicexpress launched freight services from Chennai and Visakhapatnam to Surat and Kolkata to assist the transportation of shrimp seeds. It should be noted that the cargo arm of Spicexpress is known as Spicexpress. Cargo means luggage. So the Spicexpress is for passengers and this Spicexpress is for luggage. Luggage in the sense any kind of goods and materials. Now it should be noted that even in the budget there was a scheme that was announced for the transportation of agricultural products and the name of scheme was Krishi Udan, and this scheme is to be implemented by Ministry of Civil Aviation, and the present Civil Aviation Minister is Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri. He is also the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs. Udan stands for Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Bob Iger, who recently tendered his resignation, was the CEO of which global firm for 15 years. So he was the CEO of Walt Disney Company, and recently he was in news because he announced his resignation. Now this Walt Disney is American multinational mass media company and the headquarters of Walt Disney is in California. And recently California was in news as San Francisco declared emergency because of coronavirus. San Francisco is a city in California. The official name of coronavirus is COVID-19 and this was given by WHO, that is World Health Organization. As of 2020, what is the foreign direct investment limit that is allowed in the insurance intermediaries? So DPIIT, that is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, recently notified that 100% of FDI is allowed in insurance intermediaries. Previously, as per the FDI policy, 49% of the foreign investment was allowed, but now it is 100%. Now, if we talk about DPIIT, it is under Commerce Ministry. Answer in comment box, which country is the biggest source of FDI in India? Now, if we talk about insurance, for insurance sector we have IRDAI. This is Insurance Regulator, and IRDAI stands for Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. And the headquarters of IRDAI is in Hyderabad. Hosni Mubarak, who passed away recently, was the former president of which country? So, he was the president of Egypt and he passed away recently. He assumed the power as a president of Egypt after the assassination of Mr. Anwar Sadat, who was the former president of Egypt. Now, it should be noted, Mr. Hosni Mubarak was forced to step down in 2011 after Arab Spring. Now what is this Arab Spring? Arab Spring stands for the pro-democracy protest in Middle East. Now Egypt was also in news as recently Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, took over as the African Union chair from the president of Egypt. The present president of Egypt is Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Now if we talk about African Union, the most recent summit of African Union held in Ethiopia, and this summit held in the capital of Ethiopia and it is Addis Ababa. Now South Africa was also in news as recently Under-19 Cricket World Cup held in South Africa, and this World Cup was won by Bangladesh by defeating India. Indian team was led by Mr. Priyam Garg. As per the new agreement signed by the Container Corporation of India and RZD Logistics JSC, that means with the Russian railways, cargoes are to be transported through which country? So recently, this agreement was signed for transporting cargo between India and Russia, and the containers will move between two countries using INSTC, that is International North-South Transport Corridor, and this corridor passes through Iran and Azerbaijan. Now, Iran was also in news because of IRGC. IRGC stands for Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and recently it was declared FTO by USA. FTO stands for Foreign Terrorist Organization. In fact, the General Qasim Soleimani, which was killed in US drone strike, was associated to this IRGC. Capital of Iran is Tehran. India and Iran are collaborating for Chahbar port project. Apart from that, Iran was also in news as recently China, Russia and Iran hold the joint naval drills in Gulf of Oman. Now answer in comment box, does Iran share border boundary with Syria? Suella Braverman, an Indian origin minister, recently sworn in as the Attorney General of which country? So, she was recently appointed as the Attorney General of UK. She is of Indian origin. Now, if we talk about UK, the Prime Minister is Mr. Boris Johnson, and recently Mr. Rishi Sunak, who is also of Indian origin, Mr. Rishi Sunak was appointed as the Finance Minister of UK. UK was also in news because of Brexit. Apart from that, recently UK was in news as it launched a new point-based immigration system. UK is the first country in world to declare climate emergency, and Ireland is the second country to do so. Recently, the Prime Minister of Ireland resigned. Answer in comment box, what is the name of Prime Minister of Ireland? Which country is the first to develop an antibody test to identify the COVID-19? That is, to identify the disease because of coronavirus. So this country is Singapore. Now, if we talk about this coronavirus, it was first detected in Wuhan in China, and WHO gave this COVID name, and in India, the first case of coronavirus was found in Kerala. Apart from that, recently, the Deputy Health Minister of Iran announced that he has been affected from this coronavirus. In addition to that, recently, the Mayor of San Francisco declared local emergency due to coronavirus. San Francisco is a city in California in USA. Apart from that, recently, Mr. Donald Trump, the President of USA, appointed Vice President Mr. Mike Pence to lead the US response to this coronavirus outbreak. As per the recent Hurun Global Rich List 2020, which country has the highest number of billionaires? Right answer is China. So as per this list, China has the highest number of billionaires in the world. And as per this report, the founder and CEO of Amazon, Mr. Jeff Bezos, is on top position. So he is the founder and CEO of Amazon, and recently Amazon was in news because of Project Zero. Answer in comment box, what is the objective of this Project Zero? It should be noted that Mr. Mukesh Ambani is the only Indian to feature in this top 10 list, and he is the richest in Asia. Higher Education Leadership Development Program for Administrator is a initiative of which union ministry? So it is initiative of MHRD, that is Ministry of Human Resource Development, and it is a joint initiative of UGC, that is University Grants Commission, and British Council. The main objective of this program is to train the administrators in Indian universities. Indradhanush is a defense exercise between Air Forces of India and which country? So it is a exercise between Indian Air Force and Royal Air Force of UK, and this exercise is conducted in Uttar Pradesh this year. And the main focus of this year's exercise is base defense and force protection. If we talk about Uttar Pradesh, recently Defense Expo held in Uttar Pradesh. This expo held in Lucknow, and on the sidelines of this Defense Expo, India and African countries had the defense ministers conclave, and after this conclave, Lucknow Declaration was signed. Now, Uttar Pradesh was also in news as India's first transgender university is going to be in Uttar Pradesh. Apart from that, Uttar Pradesh was also in news as it has shown the maximum improvement as per the SDG index of Niti Aayog. So, as per the second edition of SDG India Index of Niti Aayog, Uttar Pradesh has shown the maximum improvement and Bihar is the worst performer as per this index. Now answer in comment box. Niti Aayog developed this SDG India Index with which union ministry? The first of its kind summit named RAISE 2020, which was in news recently, is associated to which field? So this is associated to artificial intelligence, and this RAISE stands for Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment, and this event is going to be in New Delhi, and this is first artificial intelligence summit to be organized by the government in participation with the industry and academic institutions. Now, if we talk about artificial intelligence, Telangana is celebrating 2020 as Year of Artificial Intelligence. Apart from that, recently it was in news that world's first graduate level artificial intelligence university is going to be in UAE, and the name of this university is Mohammed bin Zayed University of Artificial Intelligence. Now, UAE was also in news as the first nuclear power plant in Arab nation is going to be in UAE, and the name of this power plant is Barak Power Plant. The capital of UAE is Abu Dhabi, and Dubai is the largest city of UAE, and recently Dubai was in news as world's first camel hospital was started in Dubai. Recently, the Union Cabinet conferred occupancy rights to the scheduled tribes population in which union territory? So right answer is Lakshadweep, and this amendment was made to confer the occupancy rights to the scheduled tribes population in union territory of Lakshadweep. Now, Lakshadweep was also in news as recently Good Governance Index was released, and as per this index, Lakshadweep is the worst performing union territory, and this index was launched by Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. As per this index, in big states category, Tamil Nadu is top performing state, while in the category of northeast and hilly states, Himachal Pradesh is the top performer, while in terms of union territories, Puducherry is the best performing union territory, while Lakshadweep is the worst performing union territory. Recently, Puducherry was also in news as it became the first union territory to pass a resolution against CAA, that is Citizenship Amendment Act. Now, I have uploaded a special video on this topic. You can watch this video by clicking this I button here. EASE 3.0 is an initiative which was in news recently. It is associated to which field? So, it is associated to ease of banking. Now, the full form of this EASE stands for Enhanced Access and Service Excellence, and this initiative aims to enhance the ease of banking in customer experience using information technology. What is the outlay of National Technical Textiles Mission that was recently approved by CCEA, that is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs? So the total outlay was 1480 crore, and this mission will have a 4-year implementation period, that means from 2020 to 2024, and the objective of this mission is to enhance the export of textiles, and for this purpose Export Promotion Council for Technical Textiles is to be set up for the coordination in this project. The present textiles minister is Ms. Smriti Irani. Her constituency is Amethi, and recently she was in news as she launched Yasaswini scheme in Goa for women empowerment. Now, Goa was also in news as IDSA will be renamed after the name of former Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Manohar Parrikar. Now, answer in comment box what is the full form of IDSA. Market Intelligence and early warning system portal monitors the price of which commodity? So it monitors the price of TOP, that is tomato, onion, potato. And recently, the Union Minister of Food Processing and Industries, Harsimrat Kaur Badal, launched this Market Intelligence and Early Warning System web portal. So this portal is going to display the relevant information related to these TOP crops. Which country recently withdrew from the United Nations Human Rights Council resolution on post-war accountability? So this country is Sri Lanka. Actually, in 2015, the UNHRC adopted a resolution asking Sri Lanka to probe the allegations of human rights violations during the civil war in Sri Lanka. And now, Sri Lanka withdrew from this UN Human Rights Council resolution. Now, Sri Lanka was also in news as recently Mr. Gopal Wagle was appointed as the High Commissioner of Sri Lanka. The previous High Commissioner was Mr. Taranjit Singh Sandhu, and now he has been appointed as the India's ambassador to USA. Previous India's ambassador to USA was Mr. Harshvardhan Sringla, and now he has been appointed as India's Foreign Secretary. Answer in comment box recently who has been appointed as India's ambassador to Nepal. Sri Lanka was also in news as recently it was removed from the grey list of FATF. FATF stands for Financial Action Task Force, and I have made a special video on this topic. You can watch it by searching FATF GKToday. Tennis star Maria Sharapova, who recently retired from the sports, is associated to which country? So she is from Russia, and she recently announced her retirement from tennis. Which Indian public sector bank launched Startup Banking Initiative? So this is an initiative of Bank of Baroda, and this initiative is launched to connect with the startup firms in our country. Now for startups, there is a scheme, Startup India. It is a scheme of Commerce Ministry to help startups. Now there is another scheme, Stand Up India. Now answer in comment box, Stand Up India is an initiative of which Union Ministry? Which shipbuilding firm built the offshore patrol vessel of Coast Guard Yard Vajra that was launched recently? So it was built by L&T, that is Larsen and Toubro. And recently, Union Minister of State for Shipping, Mr. Mansukh Mandavia, launched this offshore patrol vessel Vajra. So these were the important questions. Now we are going to cover the Telegram questions. So first question is about CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Now it should be noted that CSIR is mainly funded by Ministry of Science, not by Ministry of Human Resource Development. So this statement is incorrect, and this statement is also incorrect. The first statement is also incorrect because CSIR is the top institute as per the Nature Index, not as per Flourishing Index. So all three statements are incorrect. It should be noted that the Prime Minister of our country is the ex officio president of CSIR, and the present Director General of CSIR is Mr. Sekhar Mande. Recently, Kiran Majumdar's show was in news. Which of the following is true about her? So first statement is true. She is the founder and CMD of Biocon. Now second statement is incorrect because she recently became the EY Entrepreneur of the Year for India, and now she is going to represent India in EY World Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and these awards are going to be in June 2020. Third statement is also incorrect because she is not the first Indian to receive Australia's highest civilian honor, Order of Australia. She is the fourth Indian. Answer in comment box who are the first three Indians who received Order of Australia. Which of the following fact about the Parliament is correct? Now, if you read the statements correctly, it is a very simple question. Let's analyze the third statement. As per third statement, the Central Vista is a plan that includes the setting up of new building outside National Capital Region. It is not going to be outside Delhi, it is going to be inside Delhi itself. Therefore, option C is incorrect. And since this option is incorrect, by default this option is also incorrect. Now, the second statement is correct as this opening ceremony of Parliament House was performed by Lord Irwin, first statement is incorrect because it was not done in 1947. Yes, it is true that Sir Edwin Lutyens and Sir Herbert Baker were the architects of Parliament of India, but it was done in 1920s, not in 1947. So option B is right answer. Which of the following statement is true about bird ringing station? Bihar is said to have India's first bird ringing station. Second statement is that for this MOU was signed between Bihar and Bombay Natural History Society at Patna during CMS 13, during COP 13 of CMS. Now, this CMS was covered at least 20 times and CMS event held in Gujarat. Therefore, you can logically eliminate second statement. And if second statement is incorrect, then this option is also incorrect. Now, this bird ringing station, this is not India's first bird ringing station. Yes, it is first bird ringing station with government support. So if the question is about that Bihar is said to have India's first bird ringing station with government support, then this statement would have been correct. But now this statement is incorrect. Now this third statement that Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Odisha have decided to set up such facilities by 2022. No, this is incorrect because these states have already these facilities. So in simplest term, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Odisha have bird ringing station and Bihar is going to be the fourth state which will have bird ringing station, but Bihar is the first state where government is actively taking part into it. Therefore, Bihar will have the bird ringing station with government support. So this key term is government support. Which of the following statement is true in the context of civil aviation sector? So first statement is that Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport of Mumbai became the first airport to be certified as free from plastic usage. Actually, I just twisted statement 1 and 2. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport is the first airport to launch an exclusive terminal for processing of agro and pharma, and IGI Airport is the first airport to be certified as free from plastic usage. So first and second statement are incorrect and therefore this option of all three statements are correct is also wrong. Now third statement is also incorrect. Why so? Because the name of scheme is not PM-KISAN Udan scheme. It is Krishi Udan scheme. So the devil is in detail. One thing that you need to understand is that before you answer any question, read the statement carefully. It will not only help you in current affairs, but this will also be helpful in the English comprehension section. So these were the important questions of today's quiz. Thank you, and that's all for the day.